Hey guys, EasyChamp here, welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be making a video on how to make a Wixwell clan boss team. It's quite simple as long as you've got Wixwell, the main character of the team, who makes everything possible if he ever loads. There we go. This old geezer, while looking weak and feeble, is probably one of the most powerful characters in Raid, even post-nerf. You want reflex on him for the gear to make this work, and speed is also just nice. Put faultless defense on him, and takes one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 40% chance of placing a provoke. Takes all enemies. Increases the value of all shield buffs, and then places 2 intercept stacks on a target. So, just a quick look through his skills and masteries. We've just got like the basic War Master thing, just all the way down the side. And then, haven't fully maxed his masteries, 5% increase on shield, 30% chance of increasing turn meter when a buff expires, 5% chance, and the usual buff build. This is the one we want, 30% chance to extend the duration of any buff cast by this champion by 1 turn. So we're going to try this out on Ultra Nightmare. We got a key. So we use stock, geo, Sandslashed, and Valerie. Stock is the main person on this team for buffs. He will do continuous heals, so the buffs stack up quickly. Valerie and Sandslashed are only there for their increased buff duration, and Stock also does a bit of poison, but he's not fully booked yet, so he will do more poisons, and his cooldown will be better. But yeah, already a nice large shield from the beginning. We got 2 shield buffs, and then Wixwell places a shield as well, so they stack on. Shield buffs stack. We got smite on stock, so because he attacks twice. Geo's there for his insane passive, and then that's about it. It's quite a successful team though. You get lots of reflect damage from Geo, and then also a bit from Wixwell. It would probably be better to put Smite on Wixwell just because of all his counterattacks. But yeah. See, there's that round symbol above Wixwell's head is the reflex kicking in. That means that he's decreased the cooldown of a random skill, so that's good because that's what you want. Stock also increases debuff durations by 1 turn. And then the thing is, the Wixwell's intercept stack will block the stun. So if he places it on the person that the Demon Lord will stun, you can strategically make it so that he places it on the person the Demon Lord will stun, so that the Demon Lord doesn't stun them. It won't block AoE debuffs though, only the stun, which is good because it means the stack won't run out as fast. There we go, more continuous heals, so I think that's max buffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buffs on Valerie. Valerie seems to die first most of the time, apart from Stock, because he's weak. But if you look at that shield, that's a lovely shield. Nothing in the game is going to hit through that in one go. My Georgiad could probably, decrease defense, weaken, increase attack, increase crit damage, still would not, one-shot that shield. I guess there are people that hit under shield, I think there's a boss that hits, you would have to deal with Chimera, which removes buffs, but you could put Wixwell in protection, and then his shield is protected, which would make it unremovable, and that would work as well. You could probably run Wixwell in any, dungeon or whatever, even things that, remove buffs, as long as he's in protection. But, getting good stats and, a good set at the same time is quite difficult. Like, even at this point in game, when you get, like, a lot better, like, proper super content creator style, as in, like, Ash or Nub Raids, it's a lot easier. Wixwell also increases buff duration, so, like, even if you had another person with shield grow. Emic Trunkheart's A1 has a shield grow, but it maxes out at 100,000. So it's, like, not great, but it's still pretty good. He also does unkillable, so he'd be an excellent champion to have in a unkillable team. There are only a few people that do full team unkillable. There's Sir Nick, Emic, Maneater, and I think there's like one or two more, maybe one more. But that's all the ones I know. They just all happen to be void, which is extra annoying. But they're quite rare, and they're all very good. Like, Emic does like shields and stuff, and then Nick also does like AoE continuous heals, full team continuous heals. Maneater does full team block debuffs, so they all have nice accompaniments. I've got Maneater, but I still cannot get Painkeeper. No matter what, like, I've opened so many Void Shards, I've gotten triples in, like, pulls, like, 8 shards, 3 of the same rare, but still no Painkeeper. It's really beginning to bug me. Dealing a bit of damage here, 7 mil in 14 turns is not bad. Damage will pick up a lot more as the turns, like, go by, because obviously he deals more damage later on, so therefore the reflect damage will, like, reflect more later on. I think I'll just, like, stop recording and then come back when we hit a high amount of damage. So it takes a while. Usually the fights take around 40 minutes and get to boss turn count like 120. Alright, and we are back. We're on turn count 95, so probably not too long to go. As you can see, the shield is astronomically large. You pretty much can't see their health. The boss is ignoring pretty much everything except shield. You've also got 90 million damage, which is 20 million over a 1 key, so it's more than you need. I've seen people that get 300 mil, and I just think, well, that's excessive. Like, I wouldn't want, like, I guess you can leave it in the background, but as you can see, 39 minutes, and there's still probably about 13 turns to go. 13 boss turns. So his damage picks up quite a lot. As you can see, he just reflected about 1.4, Geo just reflected 1.4 million in one go. So it's a fair bit. Still got a bit left of the fight though, so these can go for a while. They did nerf Wixwell. He used to be, there used to be no cap, like, to his shield, but they capped it off at, I think it was 1 million. So there's a point that, like, the Demon Lord deals too much for him to recover it quickly enough. But yeah, as you can, yeah, Stock's shield just got, like, massively taken down. Because he keeps taking all those stun hits, his shield will be down first, and he'll die first, obviously, which is fine because he doesn't actually bring much to the table at this point in game. He's really only there for the continuous heals. When he's fully booked, he'll be, yep, there we go, Stock's gone, with block revive, which doesn't matter because I don't have a reviver. But, like, when he's fully booked, he'll do a lot more poisons, he'll increase the debuff duration a lot more. His cooldowns will be faster, or slower. Well, the cooldown will reset, like, more often. I don't know, is it faster or slower? Wixwell is, I really want Wixwell. If only I'd been able to do the Wixwell Fusion, like, if I'd been good enough to do the Wixwell Fusion, even if I had to pay, I would pay $40 for Wixwell, maybe even 50. Like, he is so OP, and he can do anything. Like, one of my friends thinks that Armand's is the best. Like, I know Armand's rocks. Like, he's really annoying. like, even the people I know that have him and use him constantly hate him. He's just the most annoying character in the game. He's so broken. The thing I hate about Plarium is that they do the, like, most ridiculous things ever. Like, they nerf Wixwell, who doesn't actually bring anything to the table PvP-wise, and they don't nerf Armand, who can solo any wave in any dungeon, in anything. He can solo anything except bosses. He can solo, like, one Armand can solo, like, very high power arena teams. He's, like, the meta of the game. He's, like, insane, and they still didn't nerf him. They nerfed Wixwell, who is basically only used for Demon Lord. And, like, he can still one-key it, which is all that matters. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Let me know in the comments down below who you think is better, Armands or Wixwell. But in my opinion, like, I'd trade two Armands for Wixwell, for sure. Maybe even 3. Because there's a point in-game where Armand's, like, he's good, but, like, you know, and AoE's, like, he's really only good for Arena when you hit a certain point, and Arena's, like, not the biggest thing once you've got the Arbiter. Like, it's, like, Arena's good. You got team stuff, like what are they called? Area bonuses. But, like, it's nothing compared to the fact that Wixwell can get you Ultra Nightmare, which is the most important feature of the game. Getting Ultra Nightmare, doesn't matter whether it's 1 key or 5 keys, is the most important thing in the entire game, in my opinion. Like, you get money, brews, armor, shards, books. The main thing is the legendary books and the sacred shards. You do get, like, ancient shards and stuff as well, but it's so important. Like, what I've been doing for a while, I've recently discovered a team that can 4-key me Ultra Nightmare, but I've been 5-keying it. I bought the monthly gem pack, which is the only thing actually worth paying for, in my opinion. Of course, I'll pay for shards every now and then, just because I like shard openings. But, like, and then you just use the gems to buy that extra 5th key, and then you also get gems from Clan Boss. So in the end, you might only need to get 5 gems, like, you might only lose 5 gems a day. There we go, Sandslashed is dead, and Valerie's about to die. He was strong against Stock and Sandslashed, so he tanked them out. Yep, Valerie's dead. He's weak against Wixwell and Geo, so the only thing what's going to happen is the shield's going to run out before anything else. He won't be able to kill him, because he's weak, and their shield is still so massive. But yeah. So this fight's almost over. Turn count 117's pretty good. 115 mil. It's probably going to end up being 120 mil. Maybe, actually. Yeah. I'll say like 117 mil. But, yeah, you've got, like, Wixwell is just better, and it's worth that 100 gems for the key. Like, trust me, it's so worth it. The amount of shards you get is crazy. Probably about 3, 4... If you kill Ultra Nightmare, you probably get about 4 sacred shards a week. A 7-day week, not a work week. And maybe about 2 legendary skill tomes a week, 1 every week. I haven't been doing it for too long, so I can't, like, average it out properly. But I've been getting quite a few sacred shards and quite a few legendary skill tomes, and I don't even get it every day. 3 key is the best, because it means with a 4 key, you have to, like, you're only up for people who are up, like, a lot of the day, it's fine. But, like, when you are only up for a certain amount of the day, or, like, 12 hours, when you're only up for 12 hours, it's very difficult, because you've got to get all those 4 keys, right? So you've got to basically use the first key the second you wake up, and then you got to be really onto it when you use the last key. Because if you use the first key too early, you'll get the final key too late, meaning that you miss it. And it's like, you got to time tune it quite well. I'm looking forward to when I can 2 key or like 1 key. Hopefully I'll get Wixwell next pull. I probably won't go for a fusion unless it's like OP. I'd rather go for like a Wixwell 25x or like 2 by Ancients and a 10x chance for Wixwell or something, you know, something like that. There's about 2 turns left on their shield, so it's about to run out. Wixwell might increase his again, but Geo's is like running out now. This turn it'll be gone. Oh no, my bad. 1 extra turn. Most of the other buffs on Wixwell are gone though, so yeah, there we go. Geo's lost his. Wixwell will not lose his because he just increased the duration by Geo. 240,000 damage was, yeah, pretty big. Okay, here we go. Wixwell is just a little bit dead. There we go. So 130 mils, pretty good. If you look at it, like, Valerie and Survivor, they need Warmaster, then they'll deal a fair bit of damage. Wixwell still only dealt, like, 8 mil damage, but that's pretty good. Stock dealt 10 mil, that was mostly Smite, but he healed 25.5 mil. Geo dealt 109 million, pretty much, so he was, like, in total, the rest of the team dealt, like, 20 mil. So, Geo, you could probably do it without Geo. Like, you could easily do it without Geo. Put someone like, what's his name? I think it's Jintaro. He's very, very good, if I've got the names correct. But, there's this guy who deals a lot of damage. I think it would be Jintaro. And, yeah, so there we go. In 2 keys, 258 million. So, if you look, you've got Mikage. There's, like, lots of themes. Like, the top teams all have Valerie and Geo. Pretty much every one of them, apart from that one team with Nut, has Geo. It's just Geo. Nut is another one of those, like, top tier meta broken champions. Like, he's crazy. Like, the reason he's called Nut is because it's nuts how much damage he can deal. Like, honestly, I've seen videos where he does, like, 3 hits, I think it's Blessed Bash, of 1.3 million per hit. So he's, like, just a little bit of a crazy, over-the-top damage dealer. The curse is really annoying. It keeps, like, changing and going really small, so it's hard to see. Here we go. We've got stock. We'll look at stock's build first. We've got 2 perceptions and speed, 80 accuracy, and an extra 22% speed. It's pretty good. Defense percentage on the gloves. Accuracy on chestplate, obviously, and then speed on boots. You want nice defensive stats. He's got 63,000 HP, 3.2k defense, and 332 accuracy. Is just a little bit over the top for Ultra Nightmare. It's always good to have. Don't have masteries on him, but that would be good. Brimstone, you got to disable volatile mixture because otherwise that activates the poisons and the HP burns, which is bad because then Geo's HP burn runs off faster. Although if you can run a team fast enough, then it doesn't matter, but you just got to be careful. Now we'll have a look at Geo's build. Geo's built incredibly similarly, except he has accuracy, perception, and resilience. An extra 80 accuracy and like 10% HP, 10% defense, and 5% speed. Don't know why I've got accuracy instead of perception. I think it was because he was built for a man-eater team, so his speed is has to like be on the dot, a number. But yeah, he's got quite high, again he's got high HP, reasonably high defense, incredibly high accuracy, this time way at the top. So 50,000 HP, 2.7k defense. I don't know if he's got 3.5k attack, but 373 accuracy is a lot. Like for late game, that's like, end game, that's cruelty on him. End game, you got this skill, like, which is probably one of the most broken skills in the game, including the passive. Like, if you put that and the passive together, that's really good. You've got the average build, you've got War Master, and then Evil Eye, and then Master Hexer to increase the chance of increasing the duration of the debuff. But, like, I've seen people with, like, 300 speed, maybe not 300, 280 speed and, like, 500 accuracy. No masteries on Sandslashed. Shield set and speed. The shield set is also on Valerie, so that they stack up. So you start with you need to start with a very high shield, or high enough so that you can gain the momentum and quickly build it. You got Phantom Touch on her just because it's a 4-star blessing. Probably put Cruelty, but you need to have shield so that it like stacks up so Demon Lord can't defeat it. There we go, shield and speed again. I don't think she's got any masteries either. She's got Hero's Soul, which I don't even know what it does, but it's my friend's account, so I can't change that for him. That's the one. Increases the duration of all ally buffs, and then places increased attack, which doesn't matter. Decreases the duration of all debuffs, which is actually pretty good. And then you've got this one, attacks all enemies, decreases the duration of all enemy buffs, and increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. They're both on, I think, 3 or 4 turn cooldowns. I think 3, but like as long as you get them fast enough, it's fine. Alright, so that's it for today's video. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment on what kind of guide you would like next, and I'll see you next time.